Joan Didion and Janet Malcolm have both said things to the effect that writers are betrayers. They will betray you with every breath they take. And I think that's an exaggeration too. I don't think that all writers are intrinsically betrayers any more than all human beings are intrinsically betrayers, which may also be true. I will say it has helped me personally to think of myself as not entirely a nice guy. That is, it's given me a freedom to be able to write things that may cause pain to others by telling myself in advance that I'm something of a son of a bitch, which again is a rationalization and not really an answer. It really comes down to a case-by-case basis. You have to make judgments in each case about how much the traffic will bear, what the likely response is going to be, the age of the person. I've written things that are very frank about my parents while keeping secrets about my siblings because they were still in the midst of their active careers, and I thought it might endanger them more. In any case, it's hard to predict the reactions of people who you write about. Sometimes you can be very critical about someone on a page, and what bothers them is some really nitpicky detail that they think you got wrong. Sometimes you don't write about someone, the people you don't write about get pissed off at you. It's a kind of one way or another, you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Sometimes you can write very glowingly about someone for like a page and a half or 2 pages. And they're annoyed at you because you've annexed them for a cameo role in your center of the universe story, and they think they're the center of the universe in their story. So they just don't like the idea that you have taken the measure of them and have boiled it down to 2 pages, regardless of how positive it is. The very act of observing and summarizing another human being may offend that human being. Sometimes you write about people good and say good and bad things, and everything's fine. They don't have any complaints. So basically, you cannot predict how people are going to respond, but you can sense when something is explosive, of course. My one hard and fast rule is don't show it to them before you publish it. And I say that for 2 reasons. One, I don't like to give the power to the other person. It's odd how if you show any draft to people, they will be inclined to make suggestions and corrections, whereas once it's in print, they're much more apt to accept it. And the other is that it's really your ethical dilemma. I've written about people telling myself I was not going to publish it, but I just wanted to see what it would be like and put it in the drawer. And then, of course, if it comes out good, I think, well, heck with that, I'm going to publish it. But this is the way I trick myself. I say, well, I'm just writing to see if I can shape an experience. So there's really a twofold nature of writing about family and close friends, writing about loved ones. You can see it as an aggressive act, or you can see it as a loving act. It could be a way for you to tell people, let's say in your family, what you have been holding back, or what you need to tell them, and this is the only way you can tell them. Writers are often the people in the family who don't talk a lot, who observe the extroverted others, so the writer is often writing becomes the way to let out these perceptions and these feelings because they're not likely to say it otherwise. I know that was my role in my family. I come from a family with with lots of prima donnas and divas, and male and female. And so there came a point where I wanted to write about my family. If you're writing a autobiographical narrative, it's inevitable that you're going to write about other people, because nobody is on an island. We're all interacting with other people, and in fact, one of the best ways of revealing character is by showing the protagonist in contact or collision with other people. This is how you bring out character for the most part, not just having a person ruminate, but seeing how they operate in social situations.